Hello, folks. We're back. Yeah. Jeff Morrow, Jen Kitzman, Slugfest Games. We make Red Dragon Inn. Today we're playing Diablo. It's really cool. We were having some frame ratey sorts of issues, and we're back. Dear chat, please tell us if it's better now.
Interesting for me to see all of these places where
you need me to leave this rift open, or you got to go get stuff?
Oh, close that rift. Let's talk with Oracle tell us how swole we are. We are swollen good.
We are slightly swoller.
We are good and adventurers.
All right, good. The frame rate isn't very good, but at least we're moving continuously on the stream now rather than, pausing frequently. Seems okay. Thanks, Nat. So yeah, we'll just turn down the frame rate until it stops sucking. Jen, that says Jen is still quiet, so okay, I think, Jen, you're going to just have to speak up a bit.
Yeah, no, I think what's happening is that my webcam microphone is being used and not my headset microphone because I'm having to plug in my headset into the 3.5mm jack, which I don't think supports a mic, so...
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And I have limited USB ports on this device, so unfortunately, I get to choose between microphone, high-speed internet, mouse, and camera.
Or cider.
Or cider. So I chose cider, which, as you all know, is the right choice.
Yes. All right, we're doing a real rift now.
A real rift? Ooh, all right. Well, let me turn some loot into dust.
Yeah. T5. I feel like T5 is a little too easy for us right now.
It's certainly too easy for you.
Do you actually what my wife and I sometimes do is I just kind of hang back for a little bit and we see if things go badly. Okay. So if you want to try that.
Sure.
If you want to try that in a regular rift, not a greater, then that's fine too.
Oh, let's jump into a greater.
Great.
Let's live deliciously.
Okay, so T5 corresponds to level 22. Let's go T6, which is level 25.
Yep, doing it. And
see what happens.
Empower the rift.
Yeah, I'm totally empowering it as well. Because I have 3 billion gold that I don't know what to do with. So this spot right here is where... So there was a brief period in Diablo when I was playing hardcore characters. And I got through 5-ish of them. Two of them died right here.
Like in this exact woods, in this exact map?
No. Like, not only in this exact woods, like, just outside of that door that we just came through. Like, this is a somewhat tough spot if you're at high level and a bunch of dudes swarm you. So I always have a brief moment of panic when I'm transported into this area.
Oh man.
You should go on ahead a little bit, and we'll see if
things. Stop moving forward. I will.
Oh, I was going into the corner. Sorry. Going into the corner to get out of your way. Oops.
Right. Now see, here I am in play with you now, and I remember, I think just before we went live on the stream, you were like, oh, you're one of those necromancers, so I don't know.
Oh yes, that. Ooh, look out.
Yep.
Oh, you're fine without me. Holy cow. That was some nice killing, Lou.
Well, all right then. If I'm doing good, then get in here.
Yeah.
But,
already there.
But you were like, gee, I don't know. I can't tell the skeletons from the real bad guys.
I'll be fine.
And here I am like, I can't tell the wizard effects from the stuff I shouldn't stand in.
Yeah, the wizard effects are pretty much everything on the screen all the time.
Is Diablo an RPG? That's an exciting question.
Ooh, I mean, it would say it is, but a lot of people would say it isn't.
Yeah, because
What's your...
it's my take.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jen plays a lot more RPGs than I do.
So
Like tabletop.
So from a tabletop perspective, oh goodness no, this is not an RPG in any way. I am not occupying a role. I'm not playing a character that much. At least.
Oh, sorry. All right, I went downstairs. Did you?
No, I'm following.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's
Didn't
okay.
know.
There's at least not in the game itself. I'm not engaging in taking part in being the necromancer, right? I'm not deciding how she thinks or feels about stuff. I'm not really making decisions for her, other than kill demons or kill demons faster.
What the decisions you're making are what tools will you use to kill demons as fast as possible.
Right. Now from a tabletop perspective, that's my answer. From a video game perspective, my answer is yeah, sure, this is an RPG because there is leveling mechanics. There are all kinds of different choices that I make regarding the build of the character and what they are equipped with. Right? So, from a video game perspective, it's how often can I make my choices, right? And Diablo fills that role quite completely.
It's really the archetypal game of that thing.
Right.
Actually, that's kind of funny. So I believe Nat mentioned earlier that he's never played this. So his question may have just been, what game is this? And we get all into the philosophy behind all of this. So
I mean, it's a terminology in and out of context sort of question.
Right.
Which I always love because I'm that nerd. I'm like, well, actually.
Excuse me. I believe that there are no roles being played in this game.
And I don't have an added driver creator, but I do get to play some stuff. Goodbye, rat guy.
Rat dude.
Legacy of Dreams.
My name is Ash, and like
This game reminds me of RuneScape, except it's not an online multiplayer. Yeah. So Diablo, yes, Diablo is the more basic.
Suddenly so
Sorry?
loud.
Really?
Yes.
How so? That's interesting.
Like suddenly your volume ramped considerably. I would say 20%.
Okay, well I'm gonna turn that mic down then. Is that better?
Yeah.
Huh.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what happened there. Nothing changed on my end.
That's so weird.
Huh.
Computers,
Sorry.
everyone, they're good.
Sorry.
All right, time to make this Legacy of Dreams good.
Let's see. I wonder what I can do. Great chance 0%. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade a gem for some other tune. Right. So Ned, if your question wasn't, the philosophical question and what kind of game is this? Yeah, this is the archetypal action RPG game. This is the one that all others are modeled on, basically. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, before the stream I also went and was like, any tips on streaming Diablo 3 on OBS, Google? And Google was like, how about Diablo 2? And I was like, great, thanks.
Diablo 2. Diablo 2 is also on my all-time great games list. Did we have, I think we did this in a very early stream, did we have the what are your favorite computer games ever stream.
I mean, did we have that discussion? I don't know, but let's go for it. What's your favorite computer game ever? Diablo 2?
Well, I was never able to get it past my top 5, and really my top 5 has 6 games in it. So I was never that good at figuring that out. But yeah, D2 was one, but I think actually D3 may have supplanted D2 now as on that list. But then it's also some of the classics like X-Wing, Portal, Rock Band, of course. I mean, Beat Saber has to be on that list now too, I think, which means maybe my top 5 now has 7 games in it. I don't know, but
yeah,
those are those are some of mine.
Spyro the
What about
Dragon.
you?
Never played it. Let's see,
Spyro, nice.
I think Dungeon Keeper is definitely in there. Diablo 3 is definitely in there. What else? Star Tropics.
Oh, I've heard good things about that one.
Star Tropics is so fascinating to me because it's an NES cartridge game, but they really jam a lot into it.
Yeah.
Like, it has a 20-minute long end sequence.
That's awesome. I think I saw. I don't think I ever played that game, but I think I saw it on the Gaming Historian, actually, which is a YouTube channel that does some really good work. And I think one of them was about Star Tropics and how it was this kind of ahead of its time cult classic.
Right. Yeah. Goodness, and what else? What else do I really love? I mean, I'm gonna go there. Bejeweled.
Nice.
Because, that's awesome. Maybe
Chat.
Breath of the Wild?
Yeah. You and Sam have raved about that many times. It has almost, so many of my friends and family members have raved about that game. It made me almost buy a Switch, but man, I got so many games I still haven't played that I don't really need a new console.
Rocking the Tabletop Simulator. Yeah. Some good software.
It's I have an ungodly number of hours logged on that. I actually, I should check and see if I have more hours logged on Diablo 3 or Tabletop Simulator. I think Tabletop Simulator has probably passed Diablo 3 now. I mean, but at this point, Tabletop Simulator is probably outpaced, spending time with my wife. So, there's there's that too.
Oh, don't tell us that.
Well, yeah. So
let's try a level 34 Greater Rift.
Heck yeah.
It seems safe.
Brave the Rifts.
Brave the Rifts.
Well rewarded.
Ooh, I actually got damaged. All right, we're in the real game now.
What? You took damage?
I know.
What is this?
I know.
You made me bleed my own blood. Yes. Blow up those corpses.
Corpse Explosion is like my absolute favorite skill in Diablo.
Whoa.
Period. End of story. It's so good.
Well, for me, it's teleport. Honestly, I don't know how any player plays this game without it. So yes, I mostly play Wizard. Oh, explosion.
See, it's Demon Soup, just like I promised you, Nat.
Demon Soup.
Maybe this is the way to keep going.
Yep, it is the way to keep going. We're basically doing the level we just did, but backwards.
Pride in this. You will make a fine sword.
I see you have everything in order over here.
Lardle.
I see your skeletons have everything in order over there.
Yeah. They seem a little dumb and useless until you try to play without them, and you're like, oh my god! Everything bad has found me here. Come back, skeletons, I've made a mistake. I still love you, baby.
Tours. Step over there. Yeah, step over. Ooh, pylon. Conduit pylon.
Best.
Pylon of demon soup. Zap, 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 zappy, zappity, zap, zap, zap. And free meteor for the win.
Yep.
Ah, no more free zapping.
Oh well.
How sad for us.
I guess we'll have to
Just kill things the old-fashioned way. Doke. Which way we're going?
Nope.
Nope. Well, there's a couple dudes though.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. What?
What? Oh, we done effed up.
Uh-oh.
Doors over here, I think. Nope.
Well,
Just keep killing stuff and everything will work out.
that should be the subtitle for Diablo 4.
That would sell the game just fine. So, looks like stream is frozen, by the way.
Dang it.
Snakes. Stream looks fine to me. Oh, well that's interesting. Thanks for the tip, Nat. Maybe I accidentally paused it. Okay.
Is that what happened?
No. So Nat's saying it's all fine, meaning it's not the stream, it's me.
Right. I would just be very amused if you had paused your stream and wandering on.
I don't know how I could have done that when my cursor, my keyboard focus and like mouse focus is like inside Diablo.
Ugh. There's nothing I like better than seeing succubi just evaporate.
It's
The Rift Guardian is here.
they are mean little ladies.
They are my least favorite enemy type to face.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally killed the dude before you got over here.
Oh, well.
Sorry. I thought you were closer behind.
Yeah, we are also perhaps having a fun night of Diablo 3 servers being good,
Let's see the gem.
which is also not my fault. Unless
Alright,
I
let's
can
do this.
power in the meantime.
New server borking powers.
Yes.
Okay, go to town. Then I'm Seeing if I can unpause the stream. Yep. Apparently
I am
it
returning.
was paused or something. I don't know. So yes, thanks for telling us it was still going, Nat. Otherwise, we would have thought things were bad.
Yep. Ugh. All right. Here we are in town.
Town,
I must try this in another place.
did you get everything out of the rift?
That I know of.
Okay, great. Then.
Grown.
Okay, identify the stuff.
Oh boy, homing pads and nail biter. I can't think of 2 items that I care less about getting.
Oh, I can always think of items I care less about getting.
I mean, there are blues, but
It,
those definitely don't count.
Salvaging all the stuff. Blackthorn's notched belt. Actually, there's very few set items I can think of that I would rather get less than this. But what else? So we're doing this. We're doing this. Salvaging the things, putting the gems away for a later time. Oh, Nat has another RDI question. Will there be a special announcement for the 10th boss?
Meh.
Doesn't seem all that exciting to me, but maybe. Maybe we should do that for.
Something we're super keeping track of. Let's see. There's the 4 villains in RDI 6. Evil Pookie.
Rip Snarl, Lich King, Murgath.
Is there anybody else that I'm not?
I think that's everybody.
So we're at 8.
So that's 8. And Nat probably also already has suspicions about number 9.
Probably. Looking at you, Nat.
Yeah. I mean, Nat, actually, that's an interesting thing that we'll have to like ask around about on in the Red Dragon Inn community, because honestly, I kind of get the impression that outside of Tabletop Simulator, people don't seem to care that much about boss mode. But I would love to be wrong about that. Mm-hmm. We
put so much work into boss mode, and apparently, meh. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Hopefully,
like we
we're
have
wrong.
a hard time when we do demos for boss mode. We have a hard time finding demoers who even know how to play it.
So, I mean, we like it. We're not sure what kind of market impact it would have if we were to say, "Hey, 10th boss," because the response might just be,
"What's a boss?"
Right. The response might just be meh. So.
Oh man, boss v boss. I don't think we've ever played boss v boss. We might have to put that on the schedule at some point.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Sam and I have. Like we
stream?
on stream. Oh no, heck no.
There we go.
I thought you meant in general. Yeah, boss v boss is pretty fun. It's like it's just like broken slugfest, and I don't mean slugfest like our brand. Like it's a slugfest.
Lots of fighting.
Yes.
Nice. Is that's your banner, huh? Very high contrast.
What the flower one is you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the squid thing is me.
Now everybody on stream knows that I like flowers and swords. I can't show my face again.
It's true. Your brand is shot now.
Shame. Needs to be like a beer can and a kitten.
If they had to, oh my god, that would be the best banner ever.
Oh man, All right. If anybody watching this is good at Photoshop and wants to really embarrass me,
Make a new version of her banner.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's next?
Oh goodness, do we want to do another rift or do we want to do like a bounty?
I want to do any of these things.
Any of these things. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm gonna let my friend, the decision maker that I got from Market Campaign Coins,
Ah,
which is the red and green, very nice coin for 13th age, I think. And
neat.
whenever we're at a con together and I come over to the booth and I'm like, what do you got that's really cool and new? He's like, take something you like. And I'm like, I just can't possibly. He's like, you must.
Mark's good people. I had a meeting. I had a meeting with him just the other day about possible future collaborations.
Exciting.
And because they're gonna handle Australian packages for us for Evil Hookie.
Nice. All right. Let's do some bounties. Let's go to New Tristram.
New Tristram.
The place that sucks, and then go do. Yeah, let's kill the butcher. Boom. Halls of
Butcher.
Level 3.
Going to you.
All right. Shazam.
Shazizzle.
Look at these guys all.
Oh, I heard a goblin.
Insane.
Over here, it's the blood shard one. Now he's dead.
Good. Glad you had that one under control.
It's alright.
No, that's good. I'm being unsarcastic. I like blood shards.
Shards are always useful.
Then we can curse the name of Kadala.
Why must you give me such crap, Kadala?
I wish her character design was more outrageous because it is legitimately difficult to find her sometimes.
Yes. There are a couple of towns where it's like you basically just have to remember where she lives.
Yeah, goodness. Like, I'm a little worried about Diablo 4, and it's only in that, so far in the early scuttlebutt, they're like, oh, we're going back to our roots with a grim and gritty aesthetic. It's grim and gritty and dark. And I'm like, oh god. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be 4 different tones of brown and 3 different tones of gray. And a smattering of black. And
So hang on. So question then. Getting back to their roots, are they implying that this isn't that?
That is correct. So.
Oh Lord.
So you probably missed out on this. Something that was really big in the internet hate machine. Back before Diablo 3 was released, was that they released a screenshot of Diablo 3, and it was probably a screen from the Northern Highlands.
Oh yeah, okay.
Where you're crossing a bridge and you can see this like faint little code because there's.
Oh sure.
There's the waterfall on the other side.
Right.
And people were literally like, what is this shit in my Diablo? There are no rainbows in Diablo. What's with all of these colors and things?
Nice.
Everything needs to be grim and dark and gritty.
Well then,
And
go ahead.
They toned some of the color stuff down, I think, between concepts and release.
Yeah, okay.
People are to this day really mad and axe grinding about how colorful.
I can't join my
About how colorful D3 is.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, well apparently we need less of that for D4.
Yeah.
Okay, well now then oh jeez, sorry. So now Whimsydale makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, I'm worried that Diablo 4 is going to be like a modern day shooter where everything is the same palette of 10 colors, all of which are a
Mm-hmm.
shade of gray or brown, and I have to
Mm-hmm.
determine, is that slightly darker brown on top of this other dark brown a demon that I need to kill, or
Right.
just scenery?
Speaking of Northern Highlands, I'm going to the Northern Highlands.
Oh, alright. Let me get on the map here. We're gonna kill Chizeb. Do dungeon
I
events
am.
work in any game mode, or is it just for regular mode, or is it just like auto? When you say game mode, what do you mean?
I mean, the short answer is yeah, it works fine. Uh, you can do, dungeon events with auto. You can do dungeon events in boss battle. Yeah, it just makes the game zanier.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are rules in RDI 6's rulebook for
This monster
specifically,
will die.
okay, you want to play boss and dungeon at the same time? Good
So,
on you.
so the thing is, I'm not sure. I'll have to go check actually now because now I'm curious. I don't think there's anything like that in there, but I don't think it needs it because I think everything just works. If you follow the boss rules and you follow the dungeon event rules,
People need
there.
specific permission sometimes, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So as far as I'm aware, the only variants of Red Dragon Inn that don't work together are the ones that actually say they don't. Um, there is one specific pair of variants that are called out as sorry this doesn't work in the rulebook, and I don't actually remember what that is, but I think there is one. I may be just thinking of I may just be thinking of Murgath in Zoom RDI,
That
who
might be
doesn't
it.
quite work. There's so back when we used to run a doppelganger tournament, there are a handful of things that don't work in that mode, but that was never a actual supported mode anyway. That was just a silly
I
thing we did for
understand
Gen
so
Con.
much more now.
Yeah. Yeah, I get into little conflicts with that. Just do what you feel like. Everything's fine. It's groovy.
I mean,
And
the
Andy,
sorry.
please tell me what to do of game design when I do fun game stuff.
Well, so here's the thing, and there we can complain about these these players should just try it and have fun because games are supposed to be fun, but there is something to be said for what a lot of gamers like this are asking for is, okay, Slugfest, which of these modes have you actually tested,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well,
and
sure.
and
And also, if I'm a gamer and I'm, getting together for my one night a week that I can scrape together 3 hours, I don't want to
right,
waste one of those hours testing if something works.
right.
So I get it.
Yeah, auto boss 1v1. I mean, so here's the thing. Um rules wise, I'm pretty confident it would work
Weakness
fine.
consumes
Um
me.
would it make sense and be fun? I'm less sure on that one. And that is definitely a mode that we have not tested. But I think it would work. It just might be kind of silly.
So we've overshot. We are in a different map.
Yep, sorry about that. We got to go
That's
back to the left. I always do that with this particular bounty.
yeah, I've been there.
Okay, we're going back the other way.
Doop doop.
Here I am. Here I am splaining Red Dragon and stuff. Jezeb the Conjurer. Where are you, Jezeb the Conjurer?
expand? Is he-
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, well,
Got him.
Well, have fun.
Wait, where are you? Oh, you went outside. Sorry.
We
Oh,
still
sorry.
got 15 monsters to kill out here, so I'll see.
Great. I'm gonna come find you then.
Yeah.
Do.
So, do you have any effects going that impair enemy movement? Because that would be very good for me. And I'm
I
not
don't.
requesting that you do so. I'm just sort of being like,
I don't think I have anything like that. Although, to be fair, it's hard for enemies to move around when they've been incinerated by death from above.
oh man, bosses draw too many cards. Ooh, Nat, I disagree. Because a boss's hand of 9 cards is up against, 2 or 3 player hands of 7.
Yeah, it's like the 9 cards versus 21 cards or whatever it is, or 10 versus 21 or whatever the numbers work out. Yeah, that's boss mode is hard.
Yeah, nobody can move when they've been burned to death. That is very true. It is the ultimate crowd control.
So we're done with this place. So as soon as if we have a free moment, we should go. Ooh, we should wait. I should get this shrine first and the accompanying dudes that come out of it.
Oh, are you
I'm where-
Nemesis bracering?
Yes, that is Southern Highlands.
Yeah, let's do it.
Southern Highlands. Yes, I have good old-fashioned Nemesis bracers.
Oh, I mean,
In terms of seeing them in a normal hand. Oh, so you can actually adjust. I think you can actually adjust the hand width on TSIM. So if you have admin on whatever TSIM game you're playing, I believe it's possible to go in and draw yourself a wider hand, which will spread out the cards a bit more. I'm not sure what it does for the default hand that appears at the bottom of your screen, though. So if you're talking about that, there might not be any way around that. I had to make them wider. Yep. Yes, destroy all the things. Here's one of the monuments.
yep. Oh, and it counts as a chest. I love it.
It does for your bonus thing?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
So yeah, everybody gets to see how much I really enjoy playing the Necromancer, because boy, using a curse to pull everybody into one point
And then killing them at that point.
and killing them at that point is just so good. Just do not so good. Uh-oh, it's Arcane. My nemesis. My only weakness.
Oh yeah, this is anything that makes those is sad making. Okay, there's one of these things over here. Hey, look, it's got guardians of some kind.
That seems bad for them.
Oh no, we'll have to do something about those guardians of things.
Like that?
Like, kill them with death.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things that I love about Diablo is that eventually it has pity on you and it tells you where the thing is you're supposed to go, but it doesn't do it right away. It actually, I've always suspected that what the algorithm is it starts, that there's a there's some circle around you within which it will show on your map, hey, the next thing you need is over here. And over time, I believe that what happens is that circle slowly expands. So that eventually, if you really suck and don't know where you're supposed to go, eventually the map will tell you.
Which
But that is
because procedurally generated maps equal. Oh. There are
So-
clear places.
So yeah, there is that is just a theory about how this works. I don't actually know for sure, but that's my suspicion.
It's not a bad theory. Festering woods.
Festering Woods. Uncle Festering Woods.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Welcome.
fun.
Welcome to Dudes. Standing right here.
Some of them are my dudes now.
Necromancer. So I have a friend that I used to play D2 with, and he he did the Necromancer, like tons of summoning lots of skeletons thing. And the problem was at the time, none of us had good enough gear to handle having that many things on the screen. So first of all, in Diablo 2, you could summon a lot more skeletons than you can here. So you could have a lot of things running around, and none of us had particularly great hardware. So whenever we had this friend in our game, the game would just slow to a crawl because he summoned so damn many skeletons that it just couldn't function.
Oh, now they do a skit.
Stand firm, brothers.
Stand
and we will
firm.
Sing of our valor through the ages.
Stand firm,
Down
brothers.
through the ages.
The enemy is
Glory
here.
and murder and soup.
Demon soup.
Doesn't feel good to be these guys because they're dead.
It's going on the stream.
Yep.
That already went on the stream.
Too late. Can't take it back
Like-
now.
It's on the internet forever.
Unless it's not. Because the internet.
10 years from now, Jen will be at some job interview. They'll be like, we noticed this.
Is this something we need to be concerned about?
This. Oh, Captain Cage was the first guy.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, Captain Cage. Here he is. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. You summoned one of those things too? Huh.
So I think that's when I raise something with my raised dead ability.
See, I thought that was always skeletons. Huh. I didn't know it kept the sprites of the thing you actually raised.
Yep.
Not know that.
Alright, we did it.
Hey, return to Tyrael and new Tristram for our giant rewards.
Yay.
Single rewards because we're not playing seasonal right now. But we'll be fine.
You have finished all the bounties.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the floor because I gotta go clear my inventory first.
I must try
There,
this.
now I can pick up my Herodic chest and open it and see what goodies lie within.
Ooh, fancy. I gotta gamble now, don't I?
It's some rune shards.
All right.
Go pay a visit to Kadala.
Okay,
I am
Kadala, give
overburdened.
me good shoulders. Good ones. Not bad ones. Good ones.
Don't be shy.
Okay, I got nothing I particularly want here, but whatevs. Because it all turns into dust. All is dust.
Deal. See you soon. There is no room.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
For all of my blood shards I received, a pile of trash.
A pile of trash. It's usually a pile of trash. Basically, Kadala gives you like 50 piles of trash and then a pile of trash with one decent thing in it. We got some people. I think it's all some old standbys in the chat today. So thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
Sam's on vacation, so Jen and I are playing Diablo and just shoot the breeze. Nat's asking us rules questions about RDI, and actually he's answering ones we can actually answer today. Like a lot of the time when Nat asks us rules questions, it's like, oh, we should probably make a note of that and see if we should actually patch that. Sometimes he asks us rules questions that are actually rules holes, but today we've had actual answers for him. So thank you all for joining us. We're going to play a little more Diablo and then probably just get on with our lives. We hope you're all staying safe, staying sane, wearing your mask outside so that other people can stay safe and sane and so forth, and playing games so that everybody stays sane.
Fun's important.
And here we go. What else? I'm ready to do whatever is the next thing.
All right.
That just posted, hooray, I'm not annoying today. Yay.
Just some chilling.
We love you, Nat.
Yay.
We your questions give us things to think about. As we said, yes, sometimes there are rules, actual rules holes. Then the next thing we do is we chat amongst ourselves and say, okay, how important is it that we actually fix this, right? Is this small thing that's never going to come up worth adding an extra paragraph to the base set rules in every single RDI game? Well, usually not. But on the other hand, sometimes it is. And then we do, especially if it's an easy thing that we can change with a few words. So a good example of one that just came up recently is about a year ago, we caught wind of the idea that some people were playing that you can hide your gold. You definitely can't. But this was never actually in the rules anywhere until now. So more recent printings of the Red Dragon in base games actually do say, put your gold. It's under setup. Put your gold where everyone can see it. And so that was a very small, not very wordy, and very easy fix to this problem that we didn't even know was a problem until about a year ago. I think I may have ranted about that on the stream before. Don't hide your gold. It's public.
You definitely have, but it bears repeating. That's an important factor.
Don't hide your damn gold. Resplendent. Resplendy.
Oh, did we get a chest?
We got a Resplendy full of garbage, but whatever. Ooh, but you just dropped a legendary off to your left, so I should go check that out.
Yeah, get it. See what's up.
One of the good, nice designs of this game that was actually new to this game or maybe D2, and it was the kind of thing that seemed like a revolutionary change at the time, but now is like, God, why didn't every game ever do this? And that feature I'm talking about is separate loot.
Oh god.
Like, like before, like back in the day, I don't know if you remember old timey RPGs. Like, it was all a common loot drop that we had to fight over. Like, who's getting what?
Oh,
You
I
know?
remember World of Warcraft for Dog.
Yeah, yeah,
Having a little breeder need.
yep. I did that. I didn't play WoW, but I did play Rift for about a year, which was quite a good game. But yeah, it had exactly that. And this has completely separate loot drops, and it's like, oh my god, why didn't the world think of this before?
Yeah, I'm not sure if this game started with separate loot drops.
It may not have actually.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Wow, kick that guy from your Neverwinter Nights party. That's, wait.
Play with people who like to hide their discards. So yeah, so the whole thing about what's public. So if you look at our, the rules never actually codified. Talking about your previous comment, Domestic. So Domestic talks about how playing with people who hide their discards. In the blog post we did about Zoom RDI, we actually talk about what information in the game of RDI is public. And it's basically everything except your hand and your deck. But that's not actually codified anywhere in the rules. For us, at some point, maybe we'll say that discards have to be face up, because this is less out of an information control thing and more out of a desire to make sure that the foul lair. I've never even heard of this thing. Do you know what this is?
Let's go into it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Foul lair. Oh, with a double.
Yeah, see that's what I.
Are we gonna
Yeah.
play chickens?
Good. I wonder if I've ever seen this before. Yes, I can death from above the chickens.
Oh, I'm low on essence.
So anyway, so the main reason that we nice. The main reason we want discards to be face up is because if they're face down, then eventually someone's gonna draw from their discard pile, right? Like, it's just gonna happen. So, wait, that's it? It was just a pig with good drops.
Yep, that's
Nice.
it. That's it, everybody.
Nice.
All right, well, waypoint map.
Chicken level. Let's see. Neverwinter Nights. Oh, you already talked about the Neverwinter Nights thing. Yes. Okay. Where'd you go? Shredded Moors. There you are. Chicken level. Okay. Death from above. Death from below. This is a good pairing. I'm death from above. You're basically death from below, and it works pretty well.
Between the two of us, we've got it all covered.
So betwixt them both, you see. They made some demon soup. This particular build, so solo wizard has made me quite good at the glass cannon. So that's why you see me fleeing in terror every time I see that explosion Nova coming.
It's the
I've
only
got.
thing that can really take you out.
I doubt that it can at Torment 5, honestly. But it certainly can at higher levels, and it can take me out pretty much all at once. So.
Yeah. All right, I feel like we need to get back this way, and by feel, I mean the arrow is telling
The arrow goes this way.
But the path, guys. How are
Okay,
we
so
supposed to follow the arrow?
we're gonna have to go around in some way.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's this way. It's been a while since I played. So, interestingly, I'm gonna be that guy for a minute and get my glasses and be like, excuse me, because you mentioned procedurally generated, and this game is actually not procedurally generated maps. There are a lot of them, but they are actually all designed and the same every time. There might be some. You know that dungeon that we were in twice and we went backwards through? I think there may be a little bit of decision, algorithmic decision about how many times it repeats. But overall, I believe the dungeons are, the same. And yes, it's sad that I've played enough of this.
Oh, your volume's ramping again.
Really?
Yeah. Or it had.
Okay. How about this?
Now it's basically fine. Same.
That's really weird. I have no idea what's going on here. So sorry about that, everybody. Yes. So Nat says, funny rule is that Kronos has to say which action card he's getting back because the discard pile is supposed to be public. And yes, technically that is true, and we're not going to lose any sleep over it if people play it the other way. Oh, you went on to the next place while I was fiddling with my mic. Ta-da!
I am running around not seeing any monsters yet, so...
Yeah, there's a lot of nothing over here. Right behind you.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. And Kersoop. New event. Inspect the current's chest. Cleanse the current's chest. You're gonna raise some dead. I love it when I'm doing one of these timed events and I'm like, come on, I'm on a timer here. Spawn the next group. Come on. Cursebreaker of Chaldeum.
Nice.
Yes, you did all the things.
Do we have any better guys? Oh, here we go. Collection. Pets.
Nat, I did not say you could cheat. No cheating, Nat.
Delgar Oasis. Here we go.
Okay.
No
What?
rollerblades in a Spirits of Xanadu game. No purchase.
Oh, that took me a second. Okay, that's good.
This will be a challenge. Tonight, embrace it.
I feel like D-Mystic may be a child of the 80s like me, because he's already made a reference to like ABC Saturday morning cartoons, we'll be right back sort of stuff, and Olivia Newton-John.
I'm technically a child of the 90s, but also I was really poor, so a lot of 80s media got recycled into the content I
Yeah.
ended up watching in the 90s.
Okay.
I'm in a weird place, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, the 80s content was better than the 90s content anyway, so, you know.
Almost
So you did good.
universally true, yeah.
I need to look more into how this happened, but somewhere along the way in the 90s, like Saturday morning cartoons just stopped being a thing. Like for people my age, they were an institution. Like that is what everybody did on Saturday morning.
Well, I think a part of it is that, like, the Hanna-Barbera company cacked it really hard after SWAT Cats.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that.
Which sucks, because SWAT Cats was really good, but, like... Oh, I can't remember what kind of production corporate shenanigans behind that show dying, but,
So I don't think I know this show. Fill me in a bit.
So, SWAT Cats was trying to cash in on some trend at the time. And I can't remember what trend in specific, but... So, SWAT Cats, anthropomorphic animal show. Our heroes are a team of oddball anthropomorphic catmen, right?
This is an animated Saturday morning sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
And they get into fighter jets and solve crimes.
I've never even heard of this show. That's awesome.
So, like, combine Miami Vice and
Top Gun. Yep.
With cat movies.
So this must have been late 80s then, because Top Gun was like 88 or something?
Gosh.
No, Top Gun might have been... No, Top Gun was probably a little earlier than that. So I've never heard of it, which means it probably wasn't on Saturday morning cartoons before 1986 or something like that.
SWAT Cats was, I believe, a 90s show.
Yeah, okay.
There were some Saturday morning lineups that limped along, right?
Right.
There could also be a certain... tie-in cause with the shift in media delivery landscape, right? Oh, 1993. Thanks, Mystics. Because at that point, I don't think broadcasters like ABC and CBS and like the folks who went out on the airwaves and not cable were really able to maintain that kind of content.
Right.
But that's interesting, and I've never really seen anybody go into an analysis about that. I've seen lots of people being like, hey, remember all of these great Saturday morning cartoons that you love?
Right.
Like, yes, dumbass, why are they gone?
Yes. No, and you know, I didn't even... It was, I don't know, a few years ago maybe that I was talking about it, and I realized people that are roughly 40 and older all had that, well, 40 to like, 55 or so, all had that experience. And anyone younger totally didn't and had no idea what we were talking about when we were, waxing rhapsodic about the Great Space Coaster, right?
I'm going to need to see like a bill name or something before I really buy that they banned broadcast shows from advertising toys to kids. Like, cable and 24 hour, yes, I buy it. Banned? Not sure.
Banned? Okay, we're gonna... yeah, see, I want to check into that. I mean, yes, I believe there ended up being some rules eventually about shows that were literally just advertisements, like 30-minute advertisements. I'd be curious to read about what the actual rules were.
Like, I'm skeptical, but I'm open to the possibility of it being true. Sort of like, because we got the Saturday morning cartoons that we are all familiar with because, of course, Ronald Reagan was like, meh, cartoons can be advertisements for toys, that seems fine. Who cares? Could you also advertise cigarettes to children, please? Sure, go for it. That's fine.
Have you seen? Okay, this wasn't in the '80s, but have you seen the? Have you seen the old? Have you seen the old like black and white Flintstones where they are literally like doing cigarette ads?
I've seen clips of it from people being like, "Hey, check this out," right? But I haven't
Yeah.
seen those episodes in their original context.
Even even by '80s standards, that stuff is like wow.
Yeah, it's very. Oh, so recommended by doctors, huh?
Yep.
Cool. I trust the media.
That was a big thing in the like 50s and 60s. Like 8 out of 10 doctors smoke Marlboro. It's like, okay,
8
cool.
out of the 10 that you found, or 8 out of 10
Like-
generally?
8 out of 10 smoking doctors.
Smoke Marlboros. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even have room for this gem. Okay, we're throwing something away. These gems.
I can bring that down.
And I have an additional. I probably said this last time we streamed Diablo, but if Diablo 4 wants to be more realistic, I want them addressing the population question.
Calm yourself.
The
Get you out of these caves.
people you save versus demons.
I mean, not just people I save versus demons. Like, how many cultists are there? What is the birth rate in this world? Because
We keep killing them.
I've killed enough cultists to depopulate several small countries.
Yeah.
So, like, where do they keep coming from? And why do they all think that letting demons into their bodies is a great idea?
Well, you know, because magic.
Sure.
Isn't that always the answer?
No, actually.
Because magic.
I mean, even when Diablo goes into the because magic answer, it's like, well, because the world stone, hoodly doodly.
Yeah, and because the great war between the angels and the demons and the
Yeah.
bloody blue.
Yeah, and I know that Blizzard isn't going to give me the actual coherent world building that my mind really craves.
Because there probably isn't one.
I know.
And not only isn't there probably can't possibly be one.
I know that too.
Okay.
But in that context, it makes me very like, really? Huh, that's cute. Aw. When they say, oh, realism, gritty realism.
Yeah,
Like,
fair enough.
Really? Okay, cool. Explain why there are still people here.
Gritty realism and real grittyism.
Real grittyism. Okay, I want to make that game.
I am returning to town.
Okay, it's been an hour and a half. My wrist is starting to get tired. I think
All right.
I think we're gonna get this here. Bucket of goodies,
Now for your efforts.
and then I'm gonna be done.
Bastion's keep has
Our
need
bro
of your
Tyrael
help
gives
now.
us a fist bump and tells us how cool we are.
He's a good dude, that Tyrael.
He's a good dude. He just wants to do good stuff and do justice and hang out with his sword.
His badass sword.
His badass sword, which I believe is named Andariel.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, it has a name.
And Dariel is one of the bad guys from D2.
Oh, well, that's funny.
That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, maybe I've got the wrong one. Okay, they limited commercial content to 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Ah.
That makes sense. I don't know. I feel like
I feel like that's something. I feel like that's something that they could have gotten past.
gotten around, right?
If they weren't like really entrenched and already in a certain state of decay, right?
Yeah, no, that's totally what I was going to say. I mean, I can totally see why that would change Saturday morning cartoons. It's harder to see why that would completely kill it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I clearly need to do more reading on this because this is a thing that's a fundamental part of my childhood, and that for a lot of other people, it's just like, what?
Yeah.
You just sat in front of the TV all Saturday morning? Well,
Hell
yeah.
Children's Television Act of 1990. I'm gonna look that stuff up.
Yep.
Thank you. But until next time, educational
Nice.
consequences.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Nat, good night. It's 1:30 in the UK. It's 5:30 p.m. here in California. But we've been at this for an hour and a half, so we're gonna say thanks for joining us. Thanks for posting that link. I'm definitely gonna click on that. And yeah, thanks everyone for being here, and have fun. Don't forget to be awesome, and keep it slugtacular. And we will catch you later.
Bye.